Hello. I don't know if you're. Oh my God, it's you. Hi. I was on like a minute ago, and one of my subscribers was teaching me how to make a poll. So I was jumping on my stream to both clean my bathroom and learn how to make a poll. So here we are. I'm curious what you're gonna put. People have been saying white, which is interesting. Maybe it's with like my skin tone, I don't know. But it's interesting that people think that. I see 3 people in here now. Yeah, I'm curious what people will say. I've gotten a lot of white, a lot of red, weirdly, and I've gotten black as well. Also, you should come on to my live with me, Amy, if you're done with your homework assignments. Also, I can see a second person in here, so you should put a comment down below if you're in here. Interesting. Which ones? Green, orange, or brown? Interesting. I feel like I like a deep like forest green on me. Brown I feel like is always good. But orange I feel like can kind of wash me out a little bit. Makes me look a little like dull. Because I feel like my skin tone is like, it needs something that will like make it pop, like white. But if it's like orange, it's like it's a little clashy. Also, are you done with your homework assignments now? I feel like you are. Fall colors and cream. Yeah, I like a cream on me too. That color is nice. For some reason, I've been feeling like wearing more color than normal, which is weird. Like for some reason, pink has been one of my colors recently. Like my shorts are like super pink right now, and my hat has pink on it too. But I don't feel like it's like my color. But oh, you're all you're both watching me. Hi, John. You guys should join me on my live sometime, or you could join me today. Oh, hi. Nice to see you again. Thank you. I got it at Zoomies, weirdly, like maybe like a year ago. I think it's by, I think it's called Boys Lie, the brand. They have these like angels on them, but I just thought it was kind of fun. Done with a lot. I texted you my progress, but still have more to do. That's good though. I saw your like list of all the things you had checked off, and it looked like you got a lot done compared to like where you were at before. So that's good that I'm just excited for you to just be done with it all. Hello. Thank you. Yeah, I was honestly not familiar at all with the brand when I bought it. I just like the colors of it. And it is, honestly, it's a little big for me, so the back like puckers a little bit, but I wear it a lot when I like am just home and like cleaning, or if my hair is just kind of like in my face. It kind of like keeps it out of my face, so I'm glad that you like it. I see 4 people in here now. That's wild. I did a live like maybe, I don't even know, maybe like 5 minutes before this one, and it was completely dead, which was kind of weird. It was like really quiet, but I think it's because I titled the live something different. Like I think I titled it like Hang Out and Chat, and it was, I don't think people understood that I was live. So I'm glad that this one seems to be better. Yay, I'm so glad that you made progress. That's so good. Yeah, I'm glad that that timer thing worked out for you, because I feel like that's like, it's so helpful for me when I just get like frozen. I feel like sometimes I'll get like paralysis if I feel like I have so much to do and I just can't motivate myself to do it. Sorry, I'm getting some texts. Oh my god, so below here, you guys can't see it, but it is literally like a complete disaster of like makeup products, brushes, hair stuff. I even have a snack by me. I have clothing, I have a hair towel. So yeah, I just need to like make my bathroom look a little better. So what you're not seeing is all the mess, because I didn't need to show you guys that. I hope Amethyst is well and having some time to herself. Greetings from Sheffield. Is that how you say it? Sheffield? Sheffield. Also, where in the UK is that? I'm curious. Like, where on a map is that? I love that you guys like are now friends. That's fun. Also, Amy, when are you gonna stream? I want to watch your stream. Or we can you can come on my live with me if you want to. I keep harassing you to come on my live stream. It's in Yorkshire, so it's in the north. Interesting. I'm like honestly so unfamiliar with the UK. Like I have never been there, and I know some things about it, but like geographically I'm not very good at it. But I would love to like just like learn more. I think there's a few people too on my streams who have come in before that are from the UK. Like I get some comments even on my videos that will say like, greetings from blah 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 UK, and I'm like, where in the UK is that? Maybe at some point I can travel there. That would be fun. When I finish my homework, that's a good idea. I will one day, I promise, LOL. Yeah, I feel like your homework has to come first, obviously. I wonder if there's a way, because like honestly with YouTube it's so hard to be consistent. Like I really feel like most people could make it on YouTube. It's just like the consistency part that's the absolute hardest. So like posting every week and like showing up even when you have other stuff to do. Like I struggle with that a lot. Like if I know I have to like go for a run or cook dinner or like run errands, like whatever I have to do, it's hard for me to be like, okay, I'm gonna live stream for an hour or like film for an hour and then like do my run or whatever. So I like get both in. I tend to like focus on one thing. So it's hard to multitask, but I'm curious if maybe you could like schedule a little like block for streaming and then like a block for homework. Maybe it would keep you like on top of both of those things. I don't know. You know the round bump on the right lower map of the UK? Well, I'm from the top point there originally. It's called Sheringham. Is it Sheringham? I never know if I'm supposed to say like the ham part. Sheringham is how I read it. Tell me if I'm wrong. But that's cool. That's like, I can picture that on the map. Like I can picture the shape of the UK, but I've never heard of Sheringham or Sheringham before. What is like the population of that place? Whenever I picture like cities in the UK, I always think of like quaint little like countryside with like a lot of green area and like a lot of like, I don't know, like open space and like beautiful landscape. But like what's like the busiest or like most like urban area of the UK? I'm curious. I just want to finish the work and then I'll start LOL. I'm so close. Especially since these are my last classes. Yeah, I feel like it's kind of like a reward for when you're done with like all of the homework, then you'll get to actually focus on streaming and not have to just like have this thing looming in the back of your head. But I hate homework like that. I hate when you put something off and then it just kind of builds into like a big avalanche. That's really not fun. It's a little-ish seaside town. It's got more populated in the last 20 years. That's cool. So it is like smaller. That sounds so heavenly too. Because like obviously where I'm from in Minneapolis, I don't know if you're like that familiar with Minneapolis or Minnesota, but it's very, where I live is very urban. So like you can drive maybe like 10 minutes out from where I live and you can get a little more nature, and we have a lot of lakes luckily in Minnesota, but it's definitely not like a countryside like quaint type of place. It's more like hustle and bustle. Definitely quaint, lol. That sounds so nice though. That would be so beautiful to live in. Does it ever get like too rural to where you kind of like miss like having a city or anything? Or like, do you like that? I would assume if you live there, you probably like it, but I'm just curious. I would feel so anxious streaming knowing I have a deadline to make. Yeah. No, I get that. That makes sense. I'm curious if like you could set a timer or something for like an hour, but it is kind of hard to stick to, I'm not gonna lie. Because like last time I was on here, I was like, oh yeah, I'll stream for maybe like 30 minutes, and then it was definitely longer. I think I streamed for like almost 2.5 hours. It was a lot. But yeah, I feel like it's a lot to do both, but it's nice that you get to at least like chill with John and like hang out. Also, John, since you're watching, motivate Amy to finish so she can stream. Because I know that you help her out with her getting stuff done. So keep doing it. Yeah, the hour timer has helped. Yeah, it seemed like it. You got so much done in like so little time, it felt like. So I'm glad that you're incorporating the timer. That's a good idea. For doing homework at least. Yeah. I think sometimes too with homework, it's just like, there's so many times where I didn't turn things in because they weren't like perfect to like the standard I wanted them to be, but then I just never turned them in, and they were still like probably good enough for even like a C or a B. So like part of me is like, I wish I just turned in what I had done instead of like not turning it in at all. So sometimes just getting it done faster is better, in my opinion. But I don't miss homework. Homework is It's also so weird for me to think about, like, the last time I wrote an essay was, like, so long ago. Like, I don't do much writing in my design job at all. So yeah, I feel like I would probably struggle with doing, like, homework now. Unless it's, like, art stuff. It's 25 miles from the nearest city, Norwich, where my bro and his sons live. I would love to visit the US one day. Oh my gosh, I didn't even like realize that you hadn't been to the US. That's so interesting. Also, I'm so curious, like, how did you find my YouTube channel? Like, do you remember like what video or like how you found me on here? Because I would love to know. Sometimes I just like don't know who my videos are like shooting out to. So it's so interesting to hear like that you're in the UK. Like I had one girl from Qatar reach out to me today, and she was like, she like commented on one of my videos, and I was like, Qatar? Like what? Like you're watching me in Qatar? It's like so far away from here. But yeah, you should totally visit. I would love that if you came and visited the US. I think you would love it. That was my problem. I just get to the hour, wrap it up, and go, yep, that's good enough. Not worth any more effort. Yeah, exactly. I feel like it's tricky too, like when it's something you're paying for, like, especially like when you're, I don't know, when you're in like higher education. But I definitely procrastinate too. So I feel like just getting it over with is better than spending your whole week just like ruminating on it and letting it pile up, because that's super not fun. I've written like 5 essays, mostly about education, law, and ethics, and my I like how you meant to say my brain is melting, but you said my Brian is melting, because that like perfectly captures exactly what you were trying to say. That's hilarious. That's a lot of essays though, holy smokes. 5 essays? How long are your essays? That's really crazy. I was trying to find help with my type of hair, and there you were. I loved your early tutorials and subscribed. Oh, that's so cool. I remember like the earliest days of my YouTube channel and like trying to figure out like what do I post. So I just like kind of posted random like vlogs and stuff, and then eventually I was like, I feel like people ask about my hair and like what I use. So I was like, maybe I could help people by posting like tutorial videos, because I know that like I struggled a lot as a kid with my hair. I was like, I don't know what to buy. My mom and my dad who tried to do my hair didn't know what to buy or how to do my hair, so like it's so nice to actually be a resource for people now, because I really needed I needed a me when I was younger, for sure. Especially when I have to read 7 30-page PDFs, oh my god, and a 60-page chapter for a 5-point discussion post. It's like, frick off. Yeah, for real. 5 to 7 pages mostly. That is horrible. I would hate that. I don't know how you do that. That's so much work. 7 30-page PDFs like makes my eyes hurt. Do you finish like, do you actually read all of that? I feel like I feel like you'd have to like skim at a certain point, because that's so much. That's crazy though. What did you write about specifically? That's so weird. It's always so weird to like talk to your friends who are in different career paths than you, because like my whole day is just design work, like art basically, and making cool things for like cool graphics and like cool emails and stuff, but like not like the text part, like the visual part. So it's so crazy to think about doing this much writing. That like I can feel the tired in my eyes from all the times I've had to do essays. I do not envy poor Amethyst one bit. Bless her, that's so much work. Yeah, I don't envy you either. But it is worth the end goal. But sometimes the path to that goal is not easy. I have to reference laws and statutes, I'm assuming. It's so gross. I did read it all at the start, but now I have to skim. Yeah, that's crazy. Referencing laws and statutes, that like does not compute. Or like find specific references to answer the question. How do you find your like, are these like, do you reference like articles, or like do you have to specifically reference like a particular law, or like how do you, oh, I can only imagine how you cite all of this too, because I remember doing like all the different like citing formats and all of that in like high school, and I even hated it back then. It's mostly a scenario and then I have to justify it via laws. Oh my god. That's crazy. Why is that making me think of like, it feels like literally like what you would take to like go to law school, or like to be like a police officer or something. That's crazy. Skim the resources to find case law that relates. Oh my gosh. Yeah, dude, that is not fun. Yeah, the citations are the worst. Ugh. Yeah, I remember all the acronyms of like, I'm gonna probably butcher this, but it was like MLA formatting and like APA. Like, I don't know. Going onto like a website and having to like figure out how to cite my sources, and I was like, this is so confusing. I feel like I'm in a law school class, literally. Yeah, it sounds like a law school class. That's intense. That's super intense. Oof, yeah. No, thank you. When is it, like, done? Like, what's the actual, like, end date for your law school class? Because I feel like you've been working on this stuff for, like, a while. Or maybe it's, like, maybe you had a lot of stuff piled up, so it feels like you've been working on it for a long time, but maybe it isn't as long as I'm thinking. I'm just excited for you to be done, though, so you can actually, like, have fun and, like, stream and do what you want to do. That's crazy, though. Does it all have to be, like... Oh, wait, what did you say? August 10th, everything's due. So, like, is that your, like, end day? Like, you don't have any school past that? Or, like... Also, I just got a DM from Warren. How random. August 10th, everything is due. Yeah, but I wasn't really working on it. I was procrastinating it. Yeah. Honestly, though, I feel like how we talked about this, where it's like you can kind of like, I don't know, if you're good under pressure, I feel like sometimes, like I feel like I'm really good under pressure, as are you, so it's like, I feel like it kind of makes me procrastinate, because I'm like, why do I need to spend all this time, like, working on something for like a week and a half if I can just do it in one night and it's still good? But that's kind of toxic too, though, because then you just end up being like pressured for that one night. You have to like pull an all-nighter and like stress yourself out. May I ask what Amethyst's dream job would be once she has finished her studies? I feel like I'm gonna guess before I look at your comment to whatever you respond with, but I'm gonna guess. I feel like you would want to be obviously like somewhere higher up in like maybe like the legal area of teaching. So like not a teacher, but like someone who can actually like make a huge, like not that teachers don't make a huge difference, but like a larger difference. And like, I don't know, maybe even like president. I could see you saying president. we used to call her, wasn't it like, I remember like Madam President was like a Hillary thing, I think, maybe back in the Hillary versus Trump days of like college, but we would call Amy Madam President, so maybe somewhere in like politics. Well, for 2 of my classes, yes, I have just my profiling left to get my license. What does profiling mean? Like, they have to like, I don't get that. I don't know what that means. Dream job, I don't know. I just didn't make enough money as a teacher, so now I'm moving up to admin. I think as far as dream job, maybe just anything that makes a difference in the lives of others, yeah. That's a very you answer. Change maker, really. John literally said president too, I'm dying. He knows you well, as do I. Yeah, I feel like when I think of you, it's like very change maker, like caring. I feel like basically anyone who would have been able to help like younger you would have been a good answer too. But yeah, anything with like helping kids, helping people, some kind of like change maker, caretaker type of role. But honestly, I can see politics too, because like you don't really fit like a 9-to-5 desk job to me. Like I really can't see that. But still something that's like a little bit structured. I don't know. Or like creative, honestly. Like I always say to Amy that that she could have been a graphic designer like me if she wanted to, because I feel like she has a natural eye for like what looks good and like putting things together. Like I would tell her to like like, does this look good here? Or like, does this look good on my wall like this? Like, she would help me kind of like arrange my spaces, and still does. So anything like visual and creative like that too could fit. I would vote for either of you. You are both remarkable and so smart. Oh, that's sweet of you. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know if I would be, if I could be president. That's a lot of, that's a lot of pressure. I don't know if I've ever been in like a role like that. I feel like I've been in like leadership roles for like sports. Like I was a soccer captain in high school, and then like I think in like 4th grade I was student council president, which was honestly kind of fun. Like I remember like giving my speech and everything, and like everyone voted for me, which was shocking to me because I felt like I was like super nervous and like quiet when I gave my speech. But yeah, maybe something on like a smaller scale, but not quite the like president. That'd be kind of crazy. Also, Jane, I don't know if you're like if you know a ton about like current American politics, or like if you're like invested in politics at all, but the governor of the state that me and Amy are from, Minnesota, he was just polled to be Kamala Harris, one of the presidential candidates, like picks for VP if she wins the presidency, which is crazy. And Amy has actually seen him speak live, and he's like from where we're from, which is super cool. Yeah, or streaming. Oh, yeah, I could see you being a streamer. You're very internet culture. I don't know, I feel like every few years, I keep changing and growing into a new version of myself. I don't want to be president, but I can also see myself doing it. It's hard to explain. Yeah, like for the greater good, I feel like I could do something like that, but I don't feel like I would want the pressure that comes with that type of a role. That's like so much pressure. I always think it's funny too how like the presidents or like candidates always end up going gray because they're like so stressed. Like if you look at the before and afters of like Barack Obama, it's like shocking how quickly he got gray. So I can't imagine what they find out when they're like at that level, and like what they feel like. But not crazy for me to do it though. Oh. Yeah, I feel like you could send it and just randomly become the president. I can see it. Also, like a female teacher for president. That'd be kind of cool. Oh wow. I think that's about the Minnesota governor. We are not doing so well with our prime ministers. They haven't been sticking around long. I've never known so many in such a short space of time. Yikes. So they must not stay, like they must not have like a firm like term then, if they're like turning over so quickly, I would assume. I do think it's interesting how here like we have that like a term is only so long versus other places where like people can be like, I don't know, they can like stay for a really, really long time permanently, or like, I don't know, that's interesting to me. Like there's some countries where they just have the same person for like what feels like forever. But I feel like it's nice to have a term because it's like either way it goes, no matter what side you support, then you know that the other side isn't just going to be in power forever. That's kind of a scary thought, no matter what side you land on. Yeah, he spoke at my union contract negations to running for VP. Hell yeah. Yeah, he's a super good speaker. Also, sorry, I'm gonna eat because I'm hungry, so hopefully you guys aren't grossed out. Yeah, I feel like I've seen him like around before for some reason, because I've gone to like a bunch of different events in Minneapolis. I've seen the mayor, like Mayor Jacob Fry. I've seen him a lot in Minneapolis, but Tim Walz, maybe once during like the Super Bowl, I think. But yeah, I was watching, there's a live stream Amy and I were watching today where he got like where he got announced as her running mate. And that was super crazy to see him go from like his home in St. Paul, Minnesota to like literally being in front of the entire world in like, it felt like a matter of like a day. I can't imagine like what that feels like too. Like going from your house in like wherever you're from, St. Paul, Minnesota or wherever, to then potentially living in the White House. Like that's literally like overnight, like alien abduction. I would wake up and be like, where am I? I think it's supposed to be, but they keep messing up then quitting, to put it simply. I've never met any politicians, but I did meet and play with James Galloway when I was young. Okay, I'm not familiar with who that is, so you should like I want to know who that is, because I love learning stuff like this. Maybe that's ignorant to not know who that is, but also, what did you play? Oh wait, you're saying when you were little. Okay, I thought you meant like a game. I was like, did you like play chess with him or something? The general. Oh wait, why do you gotta spell out my spelling errors like that? The general elections meant change of party. Okay, interesting. So like, when is the next change? Also, does it always change party? I'm curious. He's a famous flautist. Oh, that's so cool. I played flute growing up too. I'm probably not even 1% as good as he is, but I did love playing it. I feel like I was actually like, it's pretty good. I was decent. That's wild though. So many like, I feel like there's just been so many political happenings recently with like the Trump stuff, and then Biden dropping out, and then now like I wouldn't, if you asked me even like a month ago, it would be so crazy to hear that the ticket for the Democrats is Kamala and Walz. We just had a general election won. It's now Labor from Conservative. Interesting. That's so like different than here. It is interesting how it just shifts, like it just shifts parties. Maybe that's like the ultimate solution. I don't know. Like just have each party like get their turn basically, instead of like fighting every single time there's an election. John told me I think people forgot Trump was shot. I'm not even gonna lie, I feel like I did too, because like I feel like it's been such a whirlwind that like so much has happened since then, and I feel like time is flying, that now it's like, oh yeah, like that, like there was a whole attempt, like that's, like that was when like July, I feel like it was around July 4, I don't know, July 4 or 5 or something. And I told him I think people forgot Biden as president. True. Honestly, I think because he dropped, it's like no one's paying attention to him anymore. So it feels like he's just kind of like quietly finishing out his last 3 months or whatever it is. I think 3 months. And now it feels like because Kamala was the VP, it feels like now she's like taken over basically as the presidential role, or like the face of Biden Harris. It is weird though, that's so true. It's bad. The cities are having riots in part because of what the prime minister is doing. Some young girls at a dance class were murdered. Oh my god, what? Whoa. That is... Whoa, that's really dark. Oh my goodness. Why, like... How did the Prime Minister contribute to them, like, dying? That's really intense. What the heck? Lennon says there is decades where nothing happens in weeks, and where decades happen, we are in those weeks. Yeah, I totally agree with that. I've even thought about taking off work like the day after the elections happen, because I just want to stay up all night and just watch, like, with a bucket of popcorn and see, like, what happens. Because I feel like it's just it's so intense right now. Like, people are so focused on this election and, like, so divided. Like, it's gonna be so fascinating just to see, I don't even know, whatever happens. I'm also really curious to hear how Trump and JD Vance are gonna, like, rebuttal with like, because after watching that rally today with Kamala and Walz, I'm so interested to see, like, what they're gonna say back to them. Also the debates, oh my god, I can't wait to watch the debates. And I saw that Tim Walz, like, during that stream, he was, like, saying how excited he was to debate JD Vance, which is going to be so interesting. So interesting. They're so opposite in my head, so I can't wait just to, like, observe. I'm down, I'll host. Oh my god, I'm so down. I'll make it all cute. As you know, I love a good theme. Yeah, I have a USA hat I can wear. I've got also, oh my god, so I have a shirt from when, oh my god, Hillary was running against Trump, and I forget who got it for me, but it literally just has POTUS on it, and the O is, like, the symbol for a woman, and it's, like, pink on, like, a gray background. So I remember telling myself, like, I'm not gonna wear that shirt out anywhere until we actually have a female president that I like. So it would be interesting to wear it soon. The way the police handled the case, and the Prime Minister is making excuses, but I think people are just so very sad as they want justice for the little girls. I see. Okay, so he's not doing, like, as much as he should, it sounds like, to help bring justice to those girls. That's so wild. Like, what? How do you even get, like, how does that happen at, like, a dance place? I mean, here, I feel like ours is always in schools, which is really, really sad. Like, schools and even, like, grocery stores I've heard of, malls, like, just these, like, public, like, large buildings, basically. But it's so spooky to think about. Ugh, that, like, makes me feel ill. Especially when it's kids, like, that's so awful. Is that, like, the top news in the UK? Like, I can imagine. It was a young lad, he went on a rampage, oh my god. Ugh, that's so icky and scary. Yeah, unfortunately, yes. Yeah, ugh. Yeah, I hate, like, anything to do with that, with kids especially. I mean, anybody, but, like, when it's kids, like, it's so, just, like, I think it's also horrible that because it happens so frequently here, I feel like a lot of people just get desensitized to it and, like, forget actually how horrendous that type of stuff is. Like, here we have a lot of issues with gun violence, and I feel like that is just, it's scary. Like, you'll be watching the news and it's just like you see another one and another one, and it's like, kind of has just become the norm. I've never known anything like it in all my years. Yeah, that's so creepy. Oof. I hope it's not in your town, is it? Like, where in the UK is this all, like, taking place? It's getting bad here too. I wonder why. Yeah, it's such an icky topic. Okay, that's good that you said no. I'm glad that that's not close to where you are. Also, on a happier note, not happier, but like kind of a funny note, I was getting ready earlier today and I dropped my favorite eyeshadow palette. It's very beat up, so don't judge me, but it is this Tarte Lit palette. It's my favorite one, it's the Toasted palette. And I had it sitting open on my bathroom counter and I freaking bumped it and every single eyeshadow literally freaking fell out of it. Like, are you kidding me? So now, luckily, all of my little eyeshadows are still in their little rectangles like this. Like, I don't know if you can see these, but now, because all of them are different shades of brown and like pink, like this, now I have to figure out what color goes in which spot. So I have myself a puzzle night, so that's fun. But I am glad that they didn't break. Like they're all weirdly still intact and they fell super far, but yeah. Ooh, okay. It's in Southport, not near here, thankfully. Okay, that's good. That makes me happy that you're not like near that, because that's so spooky. I was gonna tell you I need a perfume review because I need to figure a signature scent for me. Okay, well I have 1,000 perfumes in my bathroom right now, so yeah, you can let me know, like, do you want me to just show all of them? I'm happy to do like we can go through all my perfumes if that's like entertaining. Oh no, there's a lady on YouTube who shows you how to fix them. How to fix, I'm trying to figure out what you're referencing. Oh, my makeup stuff. Yeah, I don't know how they like fell out like that. Like, it feels like it must be pretty like weak. I don't know, but I'm hoping they just kind of like click in place and then I can just fix it. So I guess we'll see, but yeah, kind of interesting. You could look at a picture of the palette. No? Yeah, that's a good idea. I don't know why I didn't think of that. They're all like different brown colors, so like I feel like I should be able to sort them all out, but yeah, I'm glad that they didn't break because this is like my favorite palette of all time. Oh, hi. Hi, Aubrey. How are you? It looks like in the comments it says shout out to Broken Makeup. That's really funny. Yeah, Aubrey, I was telling Amethyst and Jane that I dropped my favorite palette today, which is the Tarte Lit Toasted palette. It's obviously very used, but I dropped it today and I lost literally every single one of my little palettes in there, so now I have to figure out where each of these go, so that's going to be one of my super fun tasks for the night. So they're literally all like this, like they all stayed together except one. Like this is the most damage that was done, which is like I'm totally fine with that one. But yeah, so now I have to go through and like individually sort like 500 different types of brown and figure out what goes where. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. It is funny though to see like each of them individually, because like there's clearly ones that I use so much more than other ones. Like some of them look like they haven't even been touched yet, and some of them are like super dipped into. But yeah, I'm glad that at least I have the little eyeshadows still. Also, Amy, I saw that you said something earlier. Oh, I was thinking a YouTube video, LOL. I can like show you my favorites at least. Like I can show you like my top 3 perfumes if you're interested, because like I use like I would say probably like those 3 the most of everything. They're nice colors. Yeah, I agree. I'm glad that I'm able to like salvage them. Also, I can show you guys my 3 favorite perfumes. Bye! Because I know that you're curious. Here's probably my most used one that I love. It's the Vera Wang Princess. I think you've seen this one before. But this one, just like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, it just smells so, like, elegant, I feel like is the right word. And it smells like how I think about the color purple. I don't know if that helps you, but yeah. Oh, I love this one so much, and it's such a cute little like perfume to display, and it is like a little lavendery colored, so like probably my #1 favorite. And then my other 2 are, one sec, actually maybe 3 or 4 actually, I have a lot. But I use this Daisy by Marc Jacobs, which I also love. I love the packaging of this one a ton. It's also kind of a nice size. I remember getting it and thinking like it's a little small, but I don't tend to use it as much, only for like more like dressy occasions for some reason. I'll try to tell you what it smells like. This one's more of like I think of it as like a sharper perfume. Like for how it looks on here, it's not as floral as you might think it is. It's more like, I don't know, it's really strong. So I feel like I only need like 1 spray of this one versus like this one. And I feel like this one, I would still say, like, I know it kind of matches with this one, but this one smells like how I think of gold. Like it's like bold and very like sharp. It's not very warm. It's very like in your face. So I don't wear that one as much. Another one I use is the Versace Gold, or sorry, not gold, Yellow Diamond. I love this packaging too. This one's like my secret favorite because like I love the smell, but I feel like I don't want it to like go away. I think this might also be my most expensive one. I did get it for, I think it was Christmas as like a gift. So I do love this one. This one's the most like feminine, I would say, out of all of them. It feels very like girly and definitely like a warmer smell than this guy. I wish I could like have you guys like smell them, but I'm trying to help describe. Yeah, I would say this one is like a muted like copper color, if I had to give it a color. And then what else do I use? Oh, here's another one that I like. I've used this one forever. Such lovely bottles, so nice to have them on display. Yeah, they are nice to have on display. They also like look really cute as like a little collection together too. But yeah, it is fun. They're like little art pieces. But this one, I don't like the packaging very much. It's kind of like tacky and it kind of like, it flakes a lot. I don't know if you can like see that. So it feels a little cheaper. I think it is cheaper, but I love the smell. This is the Paris Hilton. I think it's just called Paris Hilton. I think you might have this one, Amy. But yeah, I've had this forever. I think this came out in like the early like 2000s when she was at like peak fame. And it's fun to have like a little, I don't know, like an everyday kind of smell. Like it's very girly and like kind of like a flirtier pinky and like, yeah, I'd say like a baby pink if I had to give it a color. I feel like they captured the smell really well with these packagings. But yeah, it does kind of smell nostalgic. Like it kind of reminds me of going into like Hollister or like an Abercrombie back in the day and like smelling like what they would pump through the stores, if you remember that. So also a good one. And then I do have like some that are not like perfumes, they're kind of like body mists. So I could show you those too if you want me to. I have the Princess one. I always loved that one, but I think the one I got is a fake. Yeah, I think I remember you telling me that. I got mine off of Amazon, but I feel like for some reason this one, like, I've had the real one before and it smelled exact, so I was like, okay, this must be the actual one. And the reviews are really good, but maybe you just ended up getting unfortunately, like a cheaper dupe or an expensive dupe, I don't know. I also think it's funny how this one has like the crown on top and then it comes with this little like ring. I've never like worn it anywhere, but it's supposed to be like an actual ring that you can wear. And you can't put the crown back on without the ring, so every time I use it and like mess with the ring, I have to put the ring on and then it closes, which is kind of funny. But yeah, I can quickly show you the other ones just for shits and gigs. I used this one, which I got from you, Amy. I've used this one a lot. I love this one. This is also nice because it's like, I feel like it's less stakes when it's a little cheaper than like these really expensive-y ones, like especially this one. I never want to use because it's like precious. But when it's like these like body mists, I feel like I can use it more, so I use this one like all the time. I'm gonna spray some now because I love how this smells. And then I have a bunch more. Let me look. I have this cute little kit from Replica that I got as another gift. I've gotten all of these as gifts, if you can believe that, except for this one, which is wild. I feel like people, hopefully I didn't stink and people were like, you need to smell better. But yeah, so I got this as a gift and it has like a million different scents in it. So like they're named more so by the vibe than by like the actual like notes in it, if that makes sense. Like it's not like vanilla or floral or whatever. They're called like Lazy Sunday Morning, Autumn Vibes, Coffee Break, Beach Walk, Bubble Bath, Under the Lemon Trees, Jazz Club. So like you can kind of get the vibe of like whatever you want to wear is kind of based on like what you're doing that day, I feel like, which is fun. So yeah, I have all of these ones still like in the original packaging because I use so many other perfumes at the moment, but they come in this cute little like set of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yeah, it's fun though. It's fun to just like pick one and be like, oh, what does springtime in a park smell like, and then use that one. No, I'm making John smell all of my perfumes. That's funny. Yeah, have him share which one he likes the best, because I am always down for new perfumes, even though I have like a million. Also, I think it'd be so fun as like, hopefully as my channel grows, I would love, number one, to have like a hair brand of my own. I think that'd be my like number one favorite thing, or like hair and like beauty, maybe maybe some skincare stuff, but like primarily curly hair stuff. But then also if I had a perfume something as like merch, I think that'd be so dope. I would love that. Or like hair perfume. Oh my god, that's a great idea. Because I think I showed you guys the hair perfume that what was it, Ava and I forget her daughter's name, but this company, this smaller company, they sent me their hair perfume just for fun and just to try, and I loved it. So maybe that should be an idea for later. I've never seen or heard of that sort here, but we are always behind, lol. That's funny. Yeah, it is fun. It's like a nice switch up from just like your traditional perfumes. And it's also nice to travel with, because then you have like a mix of scents instead of having like a big bottle, because like I don't want to pack this, you know, because I would be kind of scared of it breaking. I'm going to try Scentbird this month to try some new smells without spending a huge amount on small sizes. I've thought about Scentbird too. I would love to work with them too in the future, because I use so many different perfumes, but having like those little containers where you can swap them out would be so amazing. But they kind of remind me of these ones, like these baby ones. Also, another, I don't know if it's a hack, because like I don't know if they do this anymore, but perfume stores or like places like Macy's where they sell like a bunch of perfumes, they used to give out these like baby samples, and so I would get these like free samples all the time, and now I literally have like a collection of samples of perfumes for literally for life. Like, let me show you one of my bags if I can find it in here. Yeah, so like this whole thing, I think it's this one. Is it this one? No, it's not. One sec. Let me find it. They're all loose in here, but I'll grab a few so you guys can like get the vibe. So I have like a million of these, but basically as a little sampler, they would give you like something like this. So it's like a YSL perfume like sample, and when you open it, like this one I have never even used, but if I open it, it'll have this little sampler in there, so you can see what the full bottle is like, but then you like can actually use this little baby amount, and it has a little sprayer on top. So yeah, I have like 1,000 of these, so I have like all these different cards with them on it. These happen to be the same brand, but, and then I have some that are like this one is from Guess, this one is from Bottega, this one is from Cartier. Like, I have a million of just these baby ones, and they're perfect to like throw in your purse, and they're like only this big, so like I think you could probably travel with that too if you were going to be gone for like even like a few days, maybe a couple days. So yeah, life hack, go to like Macy's or wherever else they sell perfumes. They're like shoes, makeup, hair care, accessories. You can never have too many. Yeah, I agree, because like there's so many different vibes of like things to do, and sometimes I also get sick of having like 4, so I'm like, I don't know, like sometimes I'll just randomly reach in and grab one of the minis, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna smell like today, but like let's try a new one, and I always have these as my options. But yeah, I have like a whole container of just these like minis in my little cabinet. Some of my favorites have been Mon Paris, YSL, Versace Dylan Purple, Lucky, Tease, Noir, Victoria's Secret. I always like the noir or like dark scents that are closer to a masculine scent without being. Yeah, me too. I don't feel like I lean toward like the florals really at all. I feel like it's more like a vanilla or like a anything even with like a little musk to it. Like I'm trying to think of the word for it. There's a candle that always comes in this scent, but it makes me think of like a brown color, like almost like a coffee brown and vanilla-y kind of. Like it smells like how this looks. Those are my favorites. Yeah, the mini ones are fabulous. I am a huge fan. They're just so helpful for like switching it up and traveling, and also not having like a ton of perfume. Also now my whole like area right here is so potent. But yeah, I have a ton, like I said. Like I have at least 12 more in here that are just minis. So yeah, they are nice to just have around just for fun. So yeah. Oh, I'm getting hot in here with all these like lights on. I have my this light, I feel like it's so hot, and then I have a purple light going on over here that gets like way warm. Vanilla musk with undertones of orange, I've noticed are the common themes in my favorites. Yeah, me too. I love like anything with that like musky vanilla like cabin type of vibe. Like those are my favorites. Oh, I see you're back again. You were like the only person in my last live, that was fun. We're talking about all of my different perfumes that I have. So I was showing them all of these different fun little perfume bottles that I have. Here are some of my faves. Same, my favorites are Coco, Mademoiselle, My parents bought it for me, but I used to love Sun, Moon, and Stars, but it was discontinued. Aw, I like that name. I've never, like, heard of that before. Is that a UK brand? Because I'm not familiar. But I love both of those names, Coco Mademoiselle and Sun, Moon, and Stars. What were, like, the notes of those two? Were they, like, muskier or, like, floral or, like, fruity? Like, what was the vibe? I would love to bring my other perfumes over for you to do a full review video. I have 3 Arab ones. Ooh, I would love to do a review video. Yeah, sometimes the perfumes, like I've smelled a few that were from, I forget, somewhere in the Middle East, and they smelled so good. They were like super, almost like cinnamony, but like still a little like musky, and those were like amazing. They also have really good packaging too. When my sister was in, what was it? I want to say Morocco, I believe. She lived there for a little bit, and she was gifted some perfumes that smelled amazing from her like host mom, and she got to keep like, I think it was like 3 different bottles of perfumes, and they were all like so good. I like your hair. Thank you. I didn't do it today. It's kind of felt a little messy, so I put a hat on, but yeah, the top, I need to shower. The top is getting a little oily, but I love the powdery fresh scent that a lot of them have. Yeah, me too. It's kind of like, not like laundry, but like, you know, the like feeling of like fresh laundry. I feel like that kind of like clean vibe. Also, I feel like the best compliment ever is when people tell you that you smell good. Like I got that compliment a little bit ago from someone, and I was like, yeah. Like if someone tells you that you smell good, or like just mention like, oh, you smell so amazing, it's like, yes. Like I try to note in my head like, what perfume did I have on today, and like what hair products did I use. I subbed to you because of your hair advice. I have hair like yours. Oh, that's amazing. Hi, Mackenzie. Welcome to the live stream. Funny enough, we're not talking about hair, but obviously if you have any questions or anything, feel free. But we've been talking about other beauty products like perfume. So I was sharing my perfumes that I use every day. Not every day, but the 4 that I tend to use like throughout the week. So these are my faves. More musky, like a night deeper scent, not floral, but with hints of jasmine. It was Karl Lagerfeld. I love him. My replacement for it is a cheaper called Deep Night, quite similar. Interesting. Yeah, I always love like finding dupes too for the more expensive perfumes, because I feel like sometimes they can just be like unnecessarily pricey for like no reason. I mean, I'm sure there's a reason, but it's like I don't want to spend that much on one bottle sometimes, so it is nice to just get a little cheaper dupe. Also, if you guys have any dupes for like these too, like feel free to drop them down below, because it is annoying to have to pay for some beauty products that are hella expensive. I don't know which of these ones is my favorite. I feel like my gut feeling is this one, probably because it's also the emptiest, but it's also just so like pretty. Like I love looking at this bottle. What is your favorite affordable perfume? That's a tricky one, because honestly, like I was saying this earlier, I feel like I've actually been gifted a lot of perfumes, so like I don't know what some of these cost, to be honest. Like these 3 were all gifts. But I think this one is probably the most expensive. I actually think this one, the Paris Hilton one, is pretty affordable. I don't remember the cost. Maybe Amy, you can put it in the chat, because I know you have this too. But I think this one is probably my favorite, like affordable one, I would say. I don't know what I would guess. Maybe like $25, I think, is this one. I would guess. That's a guess. It could be more or less, but it lasts a really long time too, and it's very feminine, and like every time I wear this, I get questions of like, what are you wearing? So probably my favorite cheap one. Except the packaging does flake a little bit. Like I get these little black things on my fingers when I hold it, which is kind of annoying, but the Deep Night is by Ghost. Okay, interesting. Deep Night is about 30 pounds for 75 milliliters toilet. Okay. What would that translate to in like US dollars? I don't know the exact like conversion, but I feel like yeah, that doesn't sound like it would be terribly expensive here. But yeah, I love this one too. Like this is my most used one. Oh, that's even better than I thought. Okay, so it's apparently $18 on Amazon. So there you go. It's not even 20 bucks. But yeah, this one probably my favorite, cheaper one I would say. And it is like it is a fun it's a fun scent. Have you ever been gutted by a perfume that you do like, but it doesn't kind of suit you? I have CK perfumes, but they just don't suit me. Interesting. So I don't know. I feel like for me, the ones that are more like, I don't know how else to explain it, but kind of like more chemically and like sharp, like they smell really good on some people, but on other people they just don't fit the vibe. And I feel like I like the like warmer kind of scents, like I don't know, like a more muted type of perfume that's a little like warmer and like sometimes even more like masculine. But this one, weirdly, I don't feel like it fits me as well as it might fit some other people, but it is really pretty. So yeah. I think it kind of makes like a nice display though, because like I like the look of it and I like that the bottle honestly kind of stays pretty full because it's not the one I reach for, but it is a good smell still. And the packaging is gorgeous. I know it's basic, but I love Sol de Janeiro because I always get compliments. I've never tried that one, but I have heard of it before. So I maybe need to give that one a shot. Is that like the brand name or is that like the specific like perfume name? Because you should give me like a particular one that I should try, whichever one you like. Just looked it up for you. It's approximately $38. Okay, yeah, that's very affordable for a perfume. Some of them get to be like way expensive. Like my mom wears a Burberry, I don't know how to say that, Burberry perfume, and that one is like decently expensive for like a tiny little bottle, and they like, I think they're pretty hard to find. Like we would get it for her like every Christmas and we would usually struggle to find the exact one that she wanted, but I just remember thinking like, wow, this is really expensive for like a little container of scent. 68 by Sol de Janeiro is very floral and fresh. Okay, I'm gonna have to give that one a try. Maybe I'll do a little like YouTube short on that one because I would love to just give like another one a try. I feel like I haven't found my ideal like floral perfume. Like I thought that this one obviously would be more floral, but like it doesn't really, I mean, I guess like it does kind of smell florally, but yeah, I don't know. It's a little sharper than floral to me. So, I don't know. But I am always down to try a new perfume. Also, I just got another message, so I'm gonna respond quick, but don't go anywhere because I will be back in 1 second. I'm just going out of this live for a minute. Off topic, what have you been using for curly hair products? Honestly, I have been using, I guess the ones mostly that I've been using are the Jessie Curl Touche conditioner, which I love. If you didn't watch, I have a whole video on Jessie Curl products that they sent me, which was super, super kind of them. So they sent me this whole line and I love this conditioner so much. I also finished the shampoo also that is in the same line, so super good. This one's also like almost empty. And then I've been using most frequently, I would say, like this one also, the Curls Sea Moss collection. What is it called? Moisture Magnet Sea Moss Curl Cream. like this one is great too, because it's kind of like a conditioner but also like a styler. So I can like comb my hair out with just this stuff and it's pretty much good to go, which is cool. For mousse, I've been using the Not Your Mother's Plump for Joy, which is in so many of my videos, I feel like. But I love this one. It has like a medium hold. It's like level 3 of 5. So this one I use pretty much like every other day, I would say. And then for gels, I guess these two probably are my like favorites. I use the Aussie Instant Freeze, and it's the maximum hold because like I really like when my hair dries and it has a really like hard cast on it, and then I can like really scrunch it out, and it makes my curls last a super long time. And then my other favorite is the Not Your Mother's Curl Talk Sculpting Gel, and this one's a lighter hold. So yeah, I feel like I don't really use this one as much as this one because this one's just like a lighter hold, but they're both like super good. So yeah, lots of purple going on. I feel like it kind of matches the vibe. What did you say? My mom wears Chanel No. 5 and it smells so good on her. I don't know if have I smelled that before? I know it's like so iconic. I've smelled Chanel perfumes before, but I don't know if I've smelled that one in particular. But I do love Chanel perfumes also. Also like a dream company to work with. Oh my god. John and I are going for a short walk. I'll be right back. Okay. Enjoy your walk. Those look like great products. Yeah, I love all of them. I have like a ton of products to pick from. Like, you guys can't see it in my videos, but I always have this big like cart that I wheel like around in my bathroom, and it has like all of my different curly hair products on it, so like I can keep them kind of like organized. But yeah, I have a ton of different curly hair products. This is probably my favorite of all time though. I talked about this in my last live, but the Briogeo Don't Despair Repair hair mask is like S tier. Like so good. Like I will use this like once a week and my hair gets so shiny and moisturized and like gorgeous. Like it just like emphasizes like everything in your hair. Like I love it so much. It's highly recommend. Get yourself some of this. I would also love to work with Briogeo. Their stuff is just so good for curly hair. I think this one also won like a Reader's Choice Allure Hall of Fame award because it's so good. I just use Inner Sense Beauty and Pros, which is a custom curly hair product. Interesting. I've never heard of Pros before. I've heard of Inner Sense Beauty before, but I haven't used their stuff, which is kind of crazy as a person that loves curly hair products because they're so popular. But they are a little on the spendier side, so I haven't caved yet, but I feel like I should probably try something of theirs soon. When I didn't have a YouTube channel and I would just watch curly hair like content creators, they would always talk about Inner Sense beauty products, and I was like, I need to try that, and I still haven't gotten to it. They're both organic. Okay, cool. Yeah, I need to give that a shot because like I'm due for a new hair product just to try. Also, since you guys are here, I am going to be trying these products from Curl Wow, and I'm so excited. That video will be up in, what day is it, Wednesday? That video will be up on Friday, so I'm going to test them out. Sorry, my phone is getting low. But I'm going to try those out and post that on Friday so you guys can see what those are about. But it is fun because I've had a few brands now like reach out to give me products just to try. And so I'm excited to, I don't know, it's been exciting just like growing and connecting with you guys and like talking about curly hair products because it's like so fun and it's like so much a part of my life that I love sharing it with you guys because a lot of you who also have curly hair, you understand what it's like to have struggles and good hair days, and yeah, just the whole range of curly hair, positive things, problems, everything. You have much bigger ranges in the US. You are so lucky. Interesting. Yeah, I kind of makes sense. I feel like we do have a lot of different types of curly hair products, but I feel like you should also have more available to you in the UK, because I feel like it's frustrating to not get exactly what you want to get, or have to like ship things from abroad, because that's like really frustrating. Let's see. It's Tuesday, at least for me. I think it's Tuesday here too. I think I said Wednesday. My bad. Yeah, it is Wednesday. Wait, how much did it again? It is Tuesday here also. Also, Mackenzie, where are you from? I think I asked people this in my last live, but I don't know if you were in my last live. But it's fun to hear like where everybody's from. Like we had people from the UK, the US, Canada, what else? Uzbekistan, I think, last time. There was a girl I talked to today from Qatar. So I'm curious where you're from. USA! Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm in Minnesota, Minneapolis, Minnesota. It is very hot here currently. I feel like people think of Minnesota and they think of like just freezing cold temperatures and like tons of snow, which does happen, but I don't think people think about how hot our summers get. So yeah, it definitely is not what people always think that it is. Last time my mom stayed with me, she was shocked how many hair products I had out. I haven't owned up to the big 3-jar unit that is full to the brim hiding in my bathroom cupboard. I relate to that so much. You have no idea. I moved like a year ago basically, and I had an entire like moving bin that was only like just my hair products, like not even like my hair dryers, my combs, my brushes, my scrunchies. Like I have so much hair product, which is great because obviously it helps me like be able to try things and like share things and make content, but at the same time it's like I had too much, so I had to just get rid of a ton. Like let me show you just my scrunchies. Like one little aspect of my curly hair stuff, and I still have way too much. There's also some like little clips in here, but like this is just my scrunchies. So I have like a bajillion. This isn't really a scrunchie, but like, yeah. Also, this one came from someone who watched my channel, which was really cool. I would love to set up like a P.O. box or something if you guys had any stuff that you'd want to send me, because that'd be super fun. Just to be able to like, I don't know, have a place where you guys could send like cool little things. That'd be fun. Also, I'm gonna check my messages again, so 1 second, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm back. Also, Mackenzie, are you from Minnesota as well? Also, while I wait for you guys' comments, I'm gonna go grab my phone charger because my phone is definitely dying. Oh my god, I just saw Virginia. That's so cool. What's like the coolest thing about Virginia? Like what do you like about being in Virginia? I've been there maybe twice. I know I've been there at least once, and I thought it was very scenic and beautiful. I also think, I could butcher this, hopefully I'm not wrong, but I think that, wasn't George Washington's house there? I feel like I went to see that, but I don't know if it was in Virginia or not. But that's really cool. That's a beautiful state. I'm also curious if any of you guys have been to Minnesota. I feel like a lot of people don't venture to Minnesota because they think it's just like a freezing tundra, which it can be, but not all the time. Also, okay, I'm gonna get my phone charger, but I will be back. 1 second, guys. I will be back. Okay, I'm back. My phone is dying on me. No, Virginia. I looked up the Copper Top Church/Chapel after you mentioned it. Oh my god. What did you think of it? Yeah, we would go to that church all the time. It's so beautiful. And yeah, that was like our favorite spot to go to like all the time in college. So that's funny that you looked it up. I don't know, it's not called Copper Top, I don't think. Maybe it is, but yeah, maybe just look up like Copper Top Church in Duluth, Minnesota. I love the trees. Yeah, I always think of it being like nature. Like I think of like lots of greens and trees and like hillside, like that, like very sweet, natural vibe. It's very unique. I love that we share a name. Yeah, that's so cool that you know like what that is now. Because every time I would see your username, I was like, oh, Copper Top, like the church. Like every time I would see your name, I was like, oh my gosh, like that totally reminds me of Duluth. Like that's where we would go all the time. Yes, it is. Oh, okay, I thought so. Yeah, it like overlooks the lake and it's like a very beautiful, it's a very beautiful scene. So I remember just sitting there and being like, oh my gosh, like we would talk about life and like literally everything. And then throughout college, we just kept going back to that same parking lot by that church to just like eat ice cream, talk, catch up. Like it was so fun. Oh, bye, Mackenzie. Thank you so much for joining. That was so fun chatting with you. Also, I feel like I should probably jump as well. But if you have any last minute questions, feel free to drop them down below because I'm going to probably head out in probably, I don't know, maybe 2 minutes here. Yes, I would love to sit there as you did, very peaceful and beautiful. Yeah, it was so pretty. I wish I could like send you a postcard or something. But yeah, it's like a gorgeous little church. Like I just had no clue that that existed there until I was in college. But yeah, we loved that spot. Even now when I visit Duluth, Minnesota, I'm like, oh, like I just remember all of the good times that we had just like catching up by that church. I don't think Amy's on right now because she went for a walk with her boyfriend, but I think it would be so fun to get little Copper Top tattoos. I think that'd be really cute. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna go because I need to eat something. It is really late. So I will talk to you again very soon, and be sure to look out for that video on Friday. All right, bye. Have a good night.